Hello out there to all my friends and people watching. It's kind of a cloudy day today, but you guys aren't watching to get a weather report, I take it. Actually, I wanted to talk to you guys about kind of negativity and negative thoughts and kind of that. So I've read a lot of kind of self-help books on positive thinking and how positive thinking affects your life. And I used to think, oh yeah, right, like my mood is gonna, or my attitude's gonna make a difference or whatever, but it really does. You can be in life, you can choose to either be positive or negative, either helpful or unhelpful attitude. And the biggest thing I think is positive attitude. There is a magic behind it. We've all heard of the law of attraction, how your mind attracts the physical equivalent of what you think. And so if you're positive, you'll attract positivity for the most part. If you're negative, you'll attract a negative. Now, sometimes that's not always true. Sometimes you will get negativity even when you're positive. And sometimes it's really hard to be positive. But I think for the most part, if you're a positive person and you try to be positive, you'll get positivity. And I think the way the law of attraction works, like that I've seen in my life, for example, is if you're dwelling on negative thoughts, like for example with me, if it's negative thoughts about a relationship, if I'm constantly dwelling on the what if we break up, what if she doesn't like me anymore, what if, that's gonna show out in your attitude, and you're gonna end up blocking yourself off from that person or pushing that person away. And the same with a career. If you're like, what if I don't get this job? What if I don't get this job? Then you talk yourself into not applying for the job. So you don't apply and you miss out on the opportunity because your mind got in the way. And I think that it is definitely a big part. Like when I get negative and I get worried, I start dwelling on it, and then I start losing motivation, and I start losing hopefulness, and I stop losing faith. And I have a lot of big things I'm working on, and I'm trying to get my art out there, and I'm trying to sell my art, my photographs. And when I get negative, I start to doubt myself, and I start to doubt my photographs and my ability to sell my art. And I get down, and then I start feeling like all is lost, and then I don't do anything, and I don't work on my goals, and that's what I get. I get nothing. Because the negative worry and self-doubt causes me to lose motivation, lose hope in myself. It causes me to doubt myself, and then it causes me to not do anything and not take action. Like I said, it's really hard to be positive at times. There's just some days you wake up and you just can't do it. You just can't think yourself into a positive attitude. And that's okay too. As long as you are projecting a positive personality, or as long as you don't let the negativity, if you are in a negative mood, or you are, not positive at the moment, as long as you don't let that affect your actions, as long as you don't act in a negative way, is okay. It's okay to feel negative sometimes, because sometimes you do, and it seems like sometimes the more you fight it, the stronger it gets, and that's kind of how a lot of it for me. Like sometimes I get so depressed, and I try to fight it, and I try to think, I should be positive, but I can't, so there's something wrong with me, and I get even more negative, and I get even more depressed. Sometimes you just got to let it ride. Sometimes you just got to say, look, I'm going to chalk it up to a negative mood today. I'm not going to act on it. I'm not going to treat people in a negative way. I'm not going to make negative actions or negative decisions, but I'm just going to feel this negativity and let it ride out. Sometimes you just got to let it ride, and you got to learn to surf, because you can't fight the waves of emotion. We all have emotions. We're human beings. We all feel emotions, and it is good to feel your emotions. It is not good to act on your emotions sometimes, but it's okay to feel your emotions. You don't want to suppress them. You don't want to suppress emotions, because the more you suppress, the more it will come out, or it will find an outlet somewhere, and you don't want that to be in your actions. So it's good to feel your emotions, but don't be a slave to your emotions, and don't let them control who you are. You ultimately make the decision in life. So anyways, that's a little bit more about that. Kind of the takeaway point is, it's okay to be negative and down at times, but if you try your hardest to be positive, and you try to face that, have that positive attitude, no matter when times are hard, good things will start to happen, I think. And I honestly believe, here's another point I wanted to make real quick. I honestly believe that even if you are in a negative mood, you can still have positive thinking. You may not have positive emotions right away, but I still think you can be hopeful, and you can be positive, and you can have faith even when you are down and worried. I honestly believe that, because there are times I do have a lot of hope, and when I am down, I do look for that hope and things that bring me happiness, and especially the goals I want to work on. Those really help me to bring me out of the depressed mood, finding something that I love. So anyways, that's kind of it for today. I hope you guys like it. Share it. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, if any of you have like a topic you want me to cover or want me to talk about, I'd be more than happy to do that. I am not a clinical psychologist or a therapist or any of that, so I'm just going to put that out there. But I do have a lot of experience in this, dealing with like anxiety and depression and Tourette's and adversity. So if you guys have anything you'd like me to kind of talk about and get my opinion on, definitely in the comments, write me what you want to talk about, and I'll try to cover it in my videos. So anyways, thanks again. Please comment if you want. I love hearing from you guys. I love the positive feedback that I'm getting. And anyways, I'll talk to you later.